Hello, everybody, and we're good? You hear me? Okay. We're going to talk about everything cranberries. So we're in a cranberry area of the province. These are locally grown, Glendale Farms. This is Art Gill is the farmer. You can buy these cranberries that we're going to prepare and that everyone is going to sample at the end of this demo, just right over there. They're $5 a bag. I recommend everybody getting a bag. Cranberries, if you've tried any of the samples at the sample booth, we've kind of made the cranberries a theme this year. So we've put cranberries in the chicken soup, in the stew. You're going to be sampling a pork sausage that has dried cranberries in it. We're going to make a quick cranberry jam. The pork and cranberry sausage that's going to come out is going to have a cranberry relish on it, and you'll see the sweet and savory side of cranberries. We're also going to candy some cranberries, and we'll eat those, which is a great garnish for cakes, simple desserts to garnish things with, and it's very, very simple. Just a couple things you have to do before you get into it. Cranberries, people usually think canned cranberry sauce in a can. Doesn't have to be, although that is good. You can buy cranberries, put it away yourself. We actually did some up a while ago and jarred it, and this is the relish you're going to be tasting with the sausage. Cranberries are very versatile. They're local. It's something that grows here very easily, and we should be eating it more and more and more. More than just with your turkey dinner and stuffing. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to take shallots, garlic, vinegar, sugar, and butter, and make cranberry jam. So you may think, why am I putting garlic and shallots into a jam? It makes the jam versatile, good for sweet and for savory. You can put onions into a dessert if you do it properly. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to cut a bit of onion or shallot. Cranberries also go well with mustards. If you come tomorrow, we're going to be doing a bologna demo, a charcuterie plate, and the jam and the relish would go well with meats, with cold meats and pickles. Which was the first demo of the day, was pickles. So if you're here throughout the whole weekend, you'll notice that there's a common theme through the whole event, so that you could actually, at the very end of it tomorrow, you'll see the demos and all the recipes come together that you could do in a full meal and have appetizer, main, dessert. So, and I have shallots, and I'm going to take my garlic. Just slice it very simply. Let's start my fire. One of my favorite things, butter. Just a little bit of butter. That'll start melting. Then I'll add the shallot and the garlic and sweat it out. Then I'll add the cranberries, and the cranberries will start popping, and the water will come out of them. Then I'll add sugar, brown sugar, and then I'll add the vinegar and just let it cook, and it'll cook down into the jam. And it'll be a good mix of sweet and savory. We're getting there now. We're starting to melt the butter. So you guys can see the butter melting? Good. So I'm going to start with the garlic. And I'll go shallots. Start sweating them out. These don't have to fully cook through because this is going to be stewed out with the cranberries. So don't try to add any color to it. Just on a medium-low heat. Keep it going. Then I'm going to add these lovely cranberries. all the recipes for the samples and for the demos today are online. We have cards that we'll be handing out at the end of the demo and also over at the sample booth, which you can look up and see all the recipes from the whole thing, which if you saw the demo or not, you can still get the recipe. All the recipes are very, very approachable and easy to do, which is the goal of this. For everybody to start using local products that we have here in the province and using them properly and appreciate what we have. So this is cooking out well. I just lost the cranberry. Now we're going to go I'll let this cook for a second. While this is cooking out, I'm going to move to the next part of the demo, which is the sweet. So these are the cranberries as we got them yesterday. These are the cranberries. We made it's a simple syrup. So simple syrup is equal parts sugar and water by volume brought to a boil. So let it cool. Then we took the simple syrup and we put the cranberries in the simple syrup overnight. It'll take any sour note from the berry away. And what we're going to do at the end when this is done, and we'll sample this, is going to take just sugar and toss them while they're still damp into sugar. And they'll be fully coated in the sugar. And this is where we're going to try this. And you can put this on a cake, on a pie, and just eat them. They'll pop very, very sweet, still tasting like a cranberry without any sourness. And they're delicious. And it is so simple to do. You just need to let them sit in, like if you can see this, you can see it's sitting in liquid where they've been floating. So usually we weighed these down overnight, so they were all submerged. And for this, I took the lid off. But they're delicious. You can eat them as they are at the moment. So we're coming back. You can see that the cranberries are starting to pop. The skins are splitting. They're starting to break. There's liquid in the pan. So I'll add some brown sugar. Something else that would go well with this jam would be mustard seeds or Dijon mustard, if you like that type of thing. Add into the jam. So you can see it's getting syrupy now. I'm going to add, not the white sugar, a little touch of water. And that's it. That's as simple as that. At the very end, I'll taste it and adjust a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper to make sure it's not too sweet. And it's somewhere in between. So sweet and savory, the dishes can go anywhere. So I'm going to put the lid on this and just let it go. Okay, so now we're going to move to the sweet cranberries, our dessert garnish, which is here. So these have been soaking overnight in simple syrup. If you want to add another level of flavor, you can make a simple syrup and you can add things into it. Star anise, cinnamon. You could add wildflower, like wild roses, add into it and make a different layer of flavor. So just let it drain a bit. Some of the syrup is coating it. No matter what happens, it's going to stay. And it's as simple as just regular sugar. And I'm coating them. So you can see they're just rolling around. Get them all moving. And that's it. It's as simple as that. These are delicious. You can see that they're sweet, touch of sour. But as simple as this, visually they look good. Put it onto if you made a cake, you put the jam in between your layers of cake, ice it, and then covered it with these. This is beautiful. You'd buy this at a bakery. So it's as simple as that. We're going to try this in a few minutes. I'm going to make a few more. The pork sausage that you're going to be tasting with the relish that we made. The pork is from Point Leamington's Farms. We made the sausage yesterday. And we took cranberries, soaked them for an hour in simple syrup, then we put them in the oven on 200 degrees for 3 hours, very low, and dehydrated them, sort of candied them. Then we took those when we were grinding the pork for our sausage and put them in and grinded with it. When you taste it, the sweetness of the pork will be complemented by the sweetness and sourness of the dried cranberry. So another level of things you can do with the cranberry that you don't normally think of. I'm going to check on my jam. So it's starting to come down now. I'm going to add a touch more water just so it keeps cooking. And I'll cover it again and let it go. And that's really as simple as you can get what you can do with a cranberry, other than just taking it out of a can with turkey dinner. Anyone have any questions about cranberries? Does anyone use cranberries on a regular basis? At home? You do? Good. How do you do your cranberries? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. We're actually, tomorrow we're going to be sampling biscotti that we have dried cranberries put into. And it's delicious. It's delicious. We just made it just an hour ago. That'll be here tomorrow. You should come back tomorrow and try it. And it's a lot of people, like, I forget about cranberries a lot. And they're everywhere. If you go into a bog, you're going to see cranberries everywhere right now, which I'm not going to take away from the cranberry farmers. But all cranberries are good. So, but I'm gonna start setting up the sweet ones for tasting, and we're gonna bring out the sausage, the cranberry pork sausage with the cranberry relish, and you'll get to taste that. So, if you have any questions, please feel free to come up and ask, and please take the samples. At the booth, you'll see the cards with all the recipes we've been doing for the whole weekend, samples, demos, everything. And all the recipes, I can very, very easily tell you, because we do the recipes, they all work. Not all recipes work. If you get a cookbook, I'll tell you right now, they don't all work. But these recipes work. And it's all using very local ingredients with highlights and different flavors from different areas, but just accents. So you can see, we now have, this is more of I would say the consistency of a chutney. Now we could blend this if you wanted it smooth and pass it, or you could just leave it as it is, serve it with a charcuterie plate, with the bologna we're going to do tomorrow afternoon, or with cheese. It's all very versatile. And it's because it's not just cranberries, sugar, cooked down till a simple syrup. So Chris is coming around right now, and I'm going to start doing up the sweet cranberry.